Yo, 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 what's going on, people? It is your boy Motivated Millionaire with my second video. Been meaning to post this one for a few days now, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it now. Um, so I'll pick up where I left off. So, this past weekend was amazing. I got to celebrate a good friend of mine's birthday. She just turned 29. And she looks great. She hopefully she feels great. I know she's dreading like the big like 3-0, but she'll be fine. What I've noticed is that I actually couldn't wait for my 20s to be over with. My 20s went by like this, but I'm actually kind of happy they did. But to an extent, I wish I kind of had a do-over. I made so many mistakes in my 20s. I did a lot of dumb shit in my 20s. But once you get to 30, it literally is like a brand new start. Um, I thought when I turned 30, I was like, oh, God, why? Um, but I look at it as a blessing. Where I'm from, a lot of people don't make it to 30. They don't even make it to 25. They're lucky if they make it to 21 now. So I'm going to embrace every age from now on. So I have a birthday coming up in about 3, 4 weeks. So, which is funny because I have my birthday, and then I have my sister's birthday, and then I have my brother's birthday after that. So it's like once every week. Um, but yeah, I embrace every year that I'm alive because the way that people are getting killed out here, the way that people are getting, are committing suicide and stuff like that. It's something I don't take lightly. I get up every morning and I thank God for everything. So, for people who don't know me, I'm a very spiritual person. I meditate. I talk to God. I haven't really found a church out here yet because I work like almost every Sunday, so it kind of sucks that I can't get there. Um, but the more alone time that I do have, the more I get a chance to kind of sit and then talk to the man upstairs. And I feel like that's why a lot of the good and positive things that have been happening to me have been. Just because I keep that relationship open between the two of us, and you know, anything that I ask for, he provides. Sometimes in excess, um, and that's not frowned upon at all. So if you hear me up there, just keep it coming. But no, I'm very grateful every day. So uh, yeah, had a great time this weekend. We went out, we had dinner. Um, Now, I didn't eat anything from this place because I had already eaten prior to getting there. My husband didn't get off till 7:30, and I think dinner started at like, well, it's supposed to start around like 8:15, but food didn't start coming around till like maybe 9ish. So, apparently the food was great, but the service wasn't the best until the shots came out. So we definitely had like tequila shots. I definitely had a good time, and we left there and went to another place in here downtown in Tampa. It's called Parks and Rec. It's more of a collegey sort of atmosphere. Not really my speed, but a lot of the crowd started to dissipate after a while. So I was like, yeah. Definitely nonetheless had a good time. I was already kind of like lit there, and we shut the bar down. It was 2 o'clock. It was time to go. So then it was off to the next spot, which was kind of this Spanish like hookah lounge place that we didn't stay at too long because this guy had to get up and go to work the next day. Um, so we got home a little after like 3:30, I want to say. We ordered something greasy to eat. I passed out, went to sleep, and then got up the next morning feeling like a complete ass, and still managed to get up and go to work and get there on time, and made it through the day. So I survived, and I'm happy I did. But definitely had an amazing weekend. So I'm going to be reliving that over and over and over again. I definitely made some new friends, and yeah, it was an amazing time. So um, forwarding to this upcoming week, I've been kind of having this fight with myself as far as, you know, I'm already planning for next year. What goals I need to hit, which goals I need to exceed, where I need to be at. My plan by December of next year is to purchase a house. Um, where? I don't know. But I definitely know home ownership is definitely in my foreseeable future. So I'm definitely working on credit. I'm definitely working on not having it run at all whatsoever. I get kind of credit happy. I go to a store, I see something, and I'm like, they're like, you want to sign up for a credit card? Yep. So I have seven, and I need to get rid of some of them. So other than that, um, I wasn't able to take again my real estate test. So getting my license at the end of this year is definitely gonna be a big present for myself. I will feel like I would have accomplished so much once I have it, and I can start making some big money. I have a lot of learning and growing to do, especially in the real estate market. But I have no doubt in my mind that I can do it. I watch these guys on $1 million listing like every season. I see how hard they work, how dedicated they are, and that's something that I definitely aim towards and strive for. One day you guys are going to see me on TV. One day. Um, Hopefully before I'm 50, which is about 20, 50, 30 years. But no, I definitely feel like I want to, and I think I've always been this way. I always wanted to make sure that my family was like set, they're straight, especially my sister, my mom, my husband, my sister-in-law. Like if I could take care of my entire family, I definitely would without hesitation. However, due to the actual amount of money that I make now, I can't do that. Um, but it'll get there. Um, Other than that, I was trying to figure out what I was going to do for the holiday season this year. And with the way that these plane tickets is looking, looks like I'm gonna be sitting my ass right here watching that TV on that couch um, with my dog uh, and my husband. So um, yeah, I definitely wanted to be with my family this year, but it's not like it's gonna be the first time that I've actually been without them. I mean, I was in the military for 6 years, 6 or 8. I can't fucking remember. 6. Can't even remember. Yeah, I was in the military for 6 years. I've been overseas. I've been to Germany. I've been to Ireland. I've been to Kuwait. Like I've been to some places, and it won't be the first holiday I spend without them. But I'm not exactly sure why I'm feeling like being without them this year is such a big deal. Um, I don't know. Maybe because I was young and I really didn't have a lot of cares in the world. But now that I'm older, it's like, you know, I kind of just want to mellow out, sit with family, have a good time, have a drink or two or 3 or 4, and unwrap, watch, my nieces and nephew unwrap their gifts. Like last Christmas was like we ended that year on an amazing note. I loved watching all my nieces and nephews open up gifts, make gingerbread houses, while the adults sit back and, watch them run around the house acting crazy and, having their drinks. And it was a good time. And that's something I definitely miss, not being within arm's reach of, certain family members in particular. So, um, yeah, so we're going to sit this one out and we're going to spend it in Florida. So, but definitely wait for the new year. Can't wait for 2019 to be done and over with. Between this year and 2015, like they're running neck and neck as far as. Let me reel that back in. 2015 was a very horrible year for me. Hated it. Wish I could redo it. Um, make some different choices. Uh, that year was extremely difficult for me between emotionally, mentally, physically. Um, I was just a mess. I went through a bad breakup. I moved from Fort Lauderdale back to Philadelphia. Got into another relationship that I shouldn't have gotten into, which in turn landed me in jail for a decent amount of time. So I'm actually just like, if I could have redone that, I damn sure would have. So, but no sense of reminiscing about the past. It's done and over with. feel like I've made great strides to get over that and keep my nose clean, stay out of trouble, stay away from people who don't mean me no good. And that kind of brings me to my topic of discussion after ranting for about 10 minutes. Um, there are going to be people in your life, man, that I'm telling you that don't mean you no good. They may be good to hang out with, to go party with, to go drink with, to gossip with, whatever. But in terms of when you're actually trying to do something with yourself, you're going to find those people that are always going to have something nasty and negative to say. And I've already experienced that, you know, and I've always been the type of person to put my career and my job in front of everything else. Um, I've never been opposed to taking the overtime if it was available. I never, if I had to come in and work on a day off, I would volunteer if I was, physically able to do it. Um, but I'm noticing that as I'm getting older, that there are a bunch of people that, you're not gonna be able to take everybody with you when you're going to the next phase of your life because the next phase is going to demand a different you, and it's going to demand a different you emotionally and mentally. You cannot get to that next level unless you're physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally ready to level up. Um, I'm always conflicted. When I moved to Tampa, like it was kind of like a rush decision, and I made it on impulse. And there was just a lot of stuff that was going on in the house that I was living in that I was just like, listen, I'm getting the fuck out of here. We're leaving. My job gave them my notice. He gave his job the notice. I'm like, we're out. We're leaving. I'm like washing my hands of this entire situation. Um, and once I got here, I actually flourished. And I don't feel like I was in an uncomfortable position. Well, moving here, yes, I was. That's because I got a job offer from a certain company that I moved down here for, and then all of a sudden they overhired. So therefore, they didn't need me at the time. And mind you, this is like late February, early March. Um, their next asset wasn't coming available until May. So in my mind, I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do for work, and what am I supposed to do for money from March until May? So my husband enrolled me into real estate school, which was pretty decent of him and very selfless of him. But he was like, "You're not about to sit on your ass all day and watch TV and do absolutely nothing." So he put me in real estate school. I finished the class. I passed the course and all that good stuff. And while I was in that course, I actually got a phone call um, from one of the assistant managers or leasing managers who I absolutely adore now. She is amazing. And called me in. It was like, when can you come in and interview? I said, I can be there today. Just give me until like maybe 4:45, 4:30. I can be there. Um, Came, interviewed. That interview process was extremely defeating because I went the whole weekend like not hearing anything, and then that Monday they were like, "Look, fill out this application." I said, "You know what? I'm gonna fill that out and bring it back in." Came in, they called me, and they were like, "Look, you got the job." I'm like, "Perfect." But I just went way off on a tangent. But um, the fact of the matter is, I got here to Florida and I am doing exceptionally well. I make mistakes here and there, I bump here, there, whatever. And they always say that you make time for what you want, and that is true. You do. Definitely, as human beings, we need to allocate our time to make sure that we are still communicating with the people in our lives that do mean the most to us, and not losing focus because you need that balance. You can't just be work, 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 work all the time, and not have any fun or have a social life. That's how people work themselves into the ground, in my opinion. So um, there are people that I have seen that are in my past that are still doing the same damn thing. And, still doing the same shit we were doing when we were 24, we were 23, we were 25. And I'm like, y'all don't get sick of that shit? Like, what do y'all have to show for yourselves? And, you know, don't get me wrong. I sit here sometimes and be like, this MF or this, you know what, is on another trip. Either they're in Miami or they're in LA or they're in Seattle or they're in Chicago or they're in, I'm like, what do you guys do all day? Like, I don't understand it. And it's not that I'm jealous. I'm just trying to figure out what's the formula that y'all using because I'm definitely doing the wrong thing. Um, However, no, I'm not. I'm happily married. I have a great job. I work with amazing people, and I'm happy. Um, but I've outgrown some people, and just like a snake sheds their skin because they've grown. I have to shed people from my circle in order to grow for myself. And I'm not I'm not bothered by leaving somebody where they're at if they're not trying to elevate with me. Like the only thing I ever ask of myself, my family, my friends is just to make sure that you are continuously studying to rise. That's all that matters. But I'm never going to pacify somebody for still doing the same shit that they were doing 10 years ago and they should have grown. But some people don't. So I've outgrown a lot of people. There's people that I don't talk to anymore, people I don't care to talk to anymore, people I don't think about. I just, I'm just doing my own thing, and it feels good to not have that weight, on your shoulder. And my phone is blowing up. Um, um, yeah, my phone is getting blown up. But yeah, but that's about it. So I'm getting ready to read this book, which is amazing. I will teach you to be rich. If you're really bad with money, names I won't say, you need to read that. Um, Not that I'm bad with money, but it it's helped a lot. So um, I'm definitely like I just started it, but within the first couple pages, I'm like, yeah, definitely need to. I can definitely learn a lot from this guy. Um, his name is Ramit Sethi. I actually follow him on Instagram also. Uh, he gives you a lot of great tips on how to be financially literate, how to save money, how to make credit work for you, where to invest your money. Um, so he gives you a lot of helpful, tips on, money management and all that good stuff. And um, if I plan to be one of the best real estate agents who don't get taxes taken out of their check, have to do their own taxes and do all this extra stuff and pay for their own health care, you definitely need to learn how to manage money. So I'm definitely gonna be reading that today. Probably while I'm at my second job, I'll be reading it because second job is cake. So pretty much it's nothing but free time, um, unless I'm moving a car. So that's about it today, guys. So thank you for following my tangent. Um, Very much appreciated. But if you guys are watching this, let me know what you guys think. And if you guys have something that you want to talk about specifically, please let me know. I'll make that the topic of discussion for the next video. I'm actually going to try to get another video in on tomorrow and upload that. So you guys are watching this, subscribe to my channel. I'm just now getting it started, so let everybody know I'm willing to talk about whatever. I have no filter when it comes to any topic except for my personal life, some of it anyway. Um, and yeah, that's it. Just subscribe and let me know what you guys think. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, and I'm actually getting ready to read this book here. So take care, guys. Until tomorrow. I'm about to listen to some Christmas music as well, and relax. Hey Alexa, play the Queen of Christmas.
All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey, starting now on
My girl.
Amazon Music.
Bye, y'all.